You ever had one of those days where you're out fishing with the homies, you're doing the exact same thing they're doing, same rig, same line, same hooks, same bait in the same spot, same technique, same everything, but they're all hooking up left and right and having a grand old time and you aren't catching anything? Oh, no? Yeah, no, me neither. Don't lie to me. We've all had those days. We've all been there where it seems like even though you're doing exactly what everyone else is doing, sometimes 5 feet away from them, they're all catching fish left and right and you can't seem to get a bite. And that is exactly what happened to me today when I went fishing for sheephead here in Pensacola, Florida with some new friends. So check it out, watch these guys wear out the fish while I struggle, and then I'll meet you back here and we're gonna cook up a couple of these sheephead tonight with my buddy Greg Ammon, who you guys saw last episode when we went night fishing for big bull reds. And we'll show you our favorite way to cook up sheephead, and really the same recipe goes great for redfish. So check it out, I'll see you back here in a minute.
Not long ago, I decided to ditch the corporate grind to pursue my passions for traveling and the great outdoors. So I sold everything, moved into a trailer full-time, and now I'm fishing my way across the entire country.
There we go, fish out!
Look at that!
You're watching Field Trips with Robert Field.
That was insane!
Alright, so right now we're heading to Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle to pick up some live fiddler crabs and a couple other things. So 1/0 circle hooks, you said?
I like J hooks.
J?
Yeah, either one of these would probably be good.
Alright guys, so Derek, Brandon and I, we just got here. We're about to launch, go to Bob Sikes Bridge where it crosses from Pensacola Beach to Gulf Breeze. Gonna be dropping down live crabs. Gonna go out here, drop them down on the pylons, see if we can't bring up some of these sheephead. They are strong fighters, they like to rub you off on the pylons, and they're tasty to eat, so should be a good time if we can get on them. Got some wind today, we're just gonna have to power through it.
This spot's pretty good for trout in the summer.
Yeah, it looks like it. Grass flat, yeah.
This and that whole area.
So just each piling, you just keep...
Yeah, I mean, just start moving around.
Alright.
I mean, normally I wait till I get to the bulkhead right there, but it doesn't matter. You're just gonna keep moving around and dropping it on the bottom.
Which way is the tide running?
Tide's coming in, so it's gonna be coming far back.
Alright, so Brandon showed me the rig we're using. Super simple. Basically got a weight at the bottom, and then above it, I've got 2 little 1/0 J hooks. It's basically a double dropper loop setup. Actually, the exact same kind of setup that I used in California to catch rockfish and lingcod. So pretty cool to see 2 different oceans, 2 different sides of the country, and essentially they're doing the exact same thing. Now, what the big difference is in California, I was using squid on the dropper loop. Here, I'm gonna be using these little crabs. So I got these crabs, it's just in a bag like this. They don't need any water to stay alive. It's this little guy right here. So you gotta kind of watch out for this bigger pincher. But basically the way we're gonna hook this, pretty simple. Essentially just straight through the side of the body. We're gonna go kind of in it and then back out. Just like that. And I've got a double rig so that I can actually kind of be doubling up. They say these things like to steal your bait. So by having 2, if one steals one of my baits, I've still got a chance at catching fish. And so that is it right there. Pretty simple. And essentially what they're told me is that we want to have these guys right on the pilings. So the pilings of this bridge, we're basically going to drop these guys straight down as close to the pilings as we can get it. And we'll just kind of hang out. These sheephead, they tell me it's super subtle bite. So you really want a sensitive rod for this. So you can make sure you feel that bite. You get these fish hooked up. And then the real challenge starts once you hook them, because you're hooking them right against these pilings, and they like to dig and run around the pilings, and we're gonna have to kind of bob and weave and get through them, make sure these things don't break us off in the barnacles that cover these pilings. Let's give it a shot, see if we can't figure these fish out. right, Brandon's hooked up. Finally got one. Just got it away from the structure, away from the pilings, and it's digging. Looks like a good fish. Nice. Brandon's hooked up, it's got a good one. Nice. Nice fish, dude. And there it is, convict fish, sheephead. That is what we're here for. Brandon finally stuck one. Something took a bite out of its tail. It's got a big chunk missing. Wonder what did that. Something got him pretty good. Nice, dude.
Fish though.
Yeah, man. Great colors on it.
Look at the teeth on that thing.
So I always assume this is why they call them sheephead. They got these kind of sheep or even human-like teeth, basically like molars, and that's for crunching up crabs and shrimp and barnacles. Gnarly, dude.
Fun fight.
I'm jealous. They're definitely not chewing aggressively, but they're here, obviously. Yeah, something got his tail like pretty recently. It's like still bleeding.
Yeah. Maybe something was trying to bite it while.
Yeah, maybe during the fight. Something got him. All right, so these fish are good to eat, and I'm gonna take one home and cook this guy up tonight with Greg. My way of saying thanks for him letting me park my trailer at his house, feed him some sheephead. Nice.
It's one down.
Well, there's one. Now I gotta get one, my turn. All right, Brandon's hooked up again. He says it's something pretty big. He's not sure if it's a sheephead. Other stuff will hit these crabs, including black drum and redfish as well, so. He said if it's a sheephead, it's a good one. Just trying to get him into these pylons, but he's worked it out, looks like.
It's a red.
It's a red? Nice, redfish. Oh yeah, nice, dude. Looks like maybe slot.
I think it's gonna be too big.
Yeah, when solid redfish are bycatch, you know you're in a pretty legit fishery. Beautiful fish. He might be slot. He's right at the upper end of the slot for sure.
Yeah, we can check him. Beautiful fish though.
Yeah, dude.
You can tell he's a bridge fish. Look at his fins.
Oh yeah. Fins are all mangled up from the pylons and stuff. All right, well, it turned out it's over slot, so we're gonna release this gal, let her live to fight another day. The fish are eluding me, but Brandon's been getting bit. You can tell he's the local that knows what he's doing, and I'm the guy visiting that's clueless. And there she goes. All right, Brandon's taking off. I'm gonna stay back, see if I can't catch one of these fish. All right, I'll text you a picture when I catch this world record sheephead. Later, bro. Nice, looks like a good one. David Smith here, one of the guys I met up with after Brandon left. He's in here in this little cubby hole and he's hooked up. Something pretty good right now. Working you, bro. Maybe it's not a sheephead. Black drum, maybe? Oh,
Mystery fish now.
oh no. Broke you off with a swivel.
Not failure.
That's tough, man. I think it was pulling hard, and this is a sketchy area to hook something big.
Dude, that was a monster.
Damn. Just gotta get another one. All right, well, after about 6 hours out here, I just got my first bite of the day. It has been tough. Brandon got a few fish. David here just hooked up, and I finally got my first bite, and I missed it. I kind of been lulled into a sleep. I wasn't ready for it, but it's giving me a little hope that maybe the bites turn on. So I'm gonna get another crab on there, see if we can't get one of these fish up. They are besting me so far. Damn sheephead.
3:45. My watch is still on Eastern time. Maybe that bite's turning on. Can't get any slower, so only one way to go from here.
So the guys were telling me if you scrape these barnacles off, kind of chums up the sheephead, they'll eat these barnacles. May bring them into the area, help them find our crabs. All right, Jack Moran here, just hooked up. Yakking with Jack on YouTube, check him out. He's hooked up, looks like something pretty big. Got him. Nice sheephead. Solid fish. Bite has been tough, but it seems to be picking up now. Yeah. Gnarly looking fish.
Grind out here, but we finally got one.
So Brandon and Derek bailed on me. I decided to stay out here and try to get one. These fish have been eluding me. I finally just got my first bite. Now Jack here's got a nice fish.
As soon as I came over here.
Yeah, David hooked up, so hopefully that bite's turning on right now. Beautiful fish, man. That's a nice one, right? That's pretty solid.
Nice one. Anything over 16 inches is a good sheephead.
Nice work, bro. I gotta get one of these fish. I feel like they're down there laughing at me right now.
Number 2, baby.
Alright, so Jack's just over here casually ripping these fish up left and right. This guy's got some kind of voodoo magic we don't know about.
He's little, but he's still 12 inches.
Nice. 12 inches is the minimum?
Yes, sir.
Nice work, dude.
Appreciate it.
2 fish back to back. He's been here about 5 minutes in this spot. David and I have been here an hour. We don't have anything.
Yakking with Jack strikes again.
Yakking with Jack strikes again. Check this guy out on YouTube. Stays on the fish.
Nice, Bubba. Get him.
Here, you want to measure him real quick?
Come on, get him.
Got him? Nice, dude. Problem with being a cameraman. Spend all your time filming. All right, David here just landed a nice one too. Bite has definitely turned on. These guys are hooking up left and right. Now I'm spending all my time filming and not fishing. Looks like a good one, dude.
Yeah. Spearmint back too.
Yeah, their spines are gnarly.
Yeah.
That's a solid one, bro.
Yep. Barely in the lip too.
Hey, you got it up. That's all that matters. You got it up. That's all that matters. That's what she said.
Nice one, man.
Yeah, dude. Really nice fish. Jack here's hooked up again. This time it's a little blind drum.
Nice drum.
Nice. Nice, dude. Nice fish. Yeah. Yeah, they're good to eat when they're small.
Yeah. When they got the mama with throwing this, they got the stripes, they're good to eat.
Yeah. Little puppy drum. Yeah, I got pliers. Got Caleb Cavarte here. He tied his kayak off, hopped up on these, whatever they are, and he's sticking fish, just got himself a little blind drum.
I'm not going to hold it out too much because I definitely don't want him to die.
Yeah. Beauty, man.
Beautiful little juvenile black drum right there. We're going to let him go, but these guys are fun to fight, man.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful fish. All right.
Nice fish.
Thank you, man. Let him go. Right here. There we go. Start it off.
Nice. All right, everyone's caught a fish but Rob. Cool. Cool, guys. Cool. Yeah, I know he was. Yeah, I'm carrying all his damn fish. It's messed up. So this type of fishing, I mean, at first glance, seems like catfishing with hot dogs or something. We're just dropping a bait down, letting it sit there. Sounds super simple, but obviously there's more to it than that, because Jack here's 5 feet behind me and stuck 3 fish in the last 10 minutes, and I'm sitting here not getting a bite. So there's a little more to this than meets the eye, I'm starting to figure out. Brandon caught 2 fish, Jack's got 3 fish, David got a fish right in front of me, and here I am kind of monkey in the middle right now with nothing to show for it. Same rig, same bait. They're doing something I'm not, clearly. Gotten 1 bite. I'm gonna get one though. I can feel it. Bite's turning on. Give me 1 more bite. I'm gonna put a fish in the boat. It's a promise.
Yeah, I've been doing that though. But again, it's not like I'm missing bites because my crabs aren't going anywhere. Like my crabs have been perfect every time I pull them up. No worries, man. I'm not leaving till I get a fish. Sleep on this bitch. Yeah, right? A little sleeping bag.
Well, here we are, running out of daylight. Got maybe 30 more minutes of light. Everyone here's caught a fish, except for yours truly. See if I can't get one here in overtime. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I've had these same 2 crabs on for like an hour and a half. They're both alive. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, ridiculous. I mean, literally, they're catching fish like with our kayaks touching, same hooks, same line, same bait, same spot, same depth, same everything.
and I just could not buy a bite. Just ridiculous. I have no explanation. I don't know. But anyways, it is what it is. That's why they call it fishing and not catching. But luckily, Brandon and Jack each gave me a little sheephead for me to bring back here so I could show you guys how to cook it up, since I could not show you guys how to catch them. So I'm about to fillet these bad boys up. The way we're gonna fillet it really makes it a lot simpler, and in my opinion makes the meat a lot better. But basically we're gonna leave the skin and the scales on one side of the fish. I call this sheephead on the half shell, or redfish on the half shell also does really well. But the concept is we're gonna leave that skin and those scales on the one side of the fish, and then we're gonna grill the fish up with the scale side down, and that skin and scales kind of, you know, protect the meat, provides a little barrier to the harsh, you know, flame of the grill, and really gives that meat a really, really nice texture and flavor. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll show you guys now. First off, I gotta clean these fish. All right, so like any fish, you wanna make sure you're cleaning these things as soon as possible. You really wanna keep these things fresh, keep them on ice. If you don't have time to fillet the fish that day or that night when you catch them, I highly recommend at least gutting them. Get those guts out of there, because a lot of inshore fish like redfish, sheephead, anything for amberjack, a lot of times they'll have worms in their gut. And when that fish dies, those worms sense that almost immediately, and they begin to burrow out of the gut, and the next place they end up is in the meat. And so if you leave those guts in there for too long, a lot of times you can end up with worms in your meat. And now these worms, really, they're not gonna hurt you. You know, my dad would say, well, that's just extra protein. But if you're anything like me and don't like eating worms, I would highly recommend getting the guts out as soon as you can, or even better, just go ahead and fillet those fish the same day, same night, or at least the very next morning. All right, so we're gonna do this little guy first. And the reason I'm doing that is because, if I'm being honest with you, I've actually never cleaned a sheephead. I've never eaten sheephead, but I hear they're delicious. And when Greg asked me how we're gonna cook them up, he and I both agreed, let's do them the same way that I like to do redfish, the same way that he does sheephead, and that's on the half shell. And it actually makes cleaning the fish a lot easier because I don't have to get that skin and scales off of the one side. So I'm basically gonna just clean this like I would any other fish, kind of start cutting behind the pectoral fins, behind the gills at an angle. Then we're gonna go along the bone and peel this entire fillet away from the spine. I'm gonna start with this little guy in case I mess this up. All right, so now that we've got the sheephead fillets, we'll show you guys how we're gonna grill these fish up. We're here with Greg Ammon, who I've been staying with for the last week and a half. Met him in Panama. You saw him in those episodes. You saw him last episode. We were chasing big bull reds at night under 3 Mile Bridge. So when I asked him how he wanted to cook up these sheephead, I was stoked when he said exactly what I was thinking. We'll do them on the half shell, leave the scales and the skin on one side, and really kind of protects them while they grill. And we're gonna be grilling these on, what's it, the big green egg?
Big green egg.
Big green egg, and this thing is incredible. He's been cooking up some meats this week, top notch. So, Greg, why don't you run us through how we're gonna season these, how we're gonna cook them?
All right, so what we're gonna do with the steaks is just easy, just the way they should be, salt and pepper.
Nice.
With the fish, what I'm gonna use is this Everglades fish and chicken seasoning.
Nice.
Kind of gives it like a sweet little flavor. And on top of that, when I put the fish on, I'm actually gonna throw in like a couple chunks of cherry wood and get a little bit of just a hint of a smoke flavor on there as it's cooking. And then when I take it off the grill, we're just gonna top it over a salad.
Easy enough, man. That's how I like it.
Just pure, simple, one seasoning.
It's good fresh fish. No reason to kill it with a bunch of stuff.
Now all this is salt and spices, paprika, garlic, sugar.
I like it.
Easy. Get some scales off of here.
Yeah, who clean these? They're terrible at cleaning fish.
Sheephead aren't easy.
Sheephead aren't easy.
If you don't do them quite a bit, they're a pain in the butt.
Sheephead and redfish both. If you've never cleaned a fish with those thick scales like that, it's tough. Yeah, so if you guys were looking for a sheephead cleaning tutorial, I am not your guy. Don't judge my fillets, but they should taste great.
Pan down. Yeah, if you notice, there's only 3 fillets. There were 2 fish.
How you gonna call me out like that, man? That was our secret.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
You can leave that in or take it out. It's funny. I just like to do comic
I'll
relief.
leave it in. I got no shame.
Now we just need the coals. Coals to get right.
Get it right, get it tight.
You can see those coals haven't even spread out yet enough. We're still probably like 5 minutes at least from putting anything on there.
All right. So we're doing a little surf and turf. We got the sheephead fillets, we got New York strips, we got a salad we're putting together, and some rice. Can't go wrong with a little rice with your fish. All right, Greg here tossing the salad.
Don't want to toss it too much though.
Right, just enough.
Just enough. You don't want to get too crazy. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and probably take a few of these wood chips, cherry wood, throw them in there on the coals. It'll get a little bit of smoke going. Those will last for a few minutes. Throw the grill on here, we're about 400 degrees. Put the small piece over here, kind of off to the side, and the bigger pieces closer to the heat. So in about 10 minutes or so, those will probably be ready. And we put the steaks on. Steaks will probably be a minute and a half per side. Done.
I've heard about these green eggs before. I never really understood what the big deal was. I still definitely don't understand the science behind it, but all I know is that he's been cooking some meats for us, steaks and elk and all kinds of stuff, and it's been incredible, so. A little sheephead appetizer, this little guy.
Mm-hmm. Not bad, not bad.
Try this guy out. Oh, that was dynamite, dude. So good. It's got just that little bit of smoky flavor. Super moist. That skin really keeps it moist, keeps the flame from actually touching the meat. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Really tender, really nice white meat. Oh yeah. Delicious.
So the fish is just about finished. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and throw these little thin New York strips on. Gotta open this like slowly because last night I opened it up and I burned all the hair off my arm. So just let me get these on to a nice medium rare. A minute on each side. Nice and medium rare here in a minute. Alright, now trying to get a backdraft. That fish is ready to come off.
Oh yeah.
So you kind of see a little smoke color on the top?
Oh yeah. I mean, if it's half as good as that little guy was, it's incredible, dude.
And the bottom of it's Cajun.
Yeah.
Crispy.
That's good though, that protects the meat, you know? Keeps it moist.
Yep.
When you were like, yeah, keep the skin on them, I was like, oh yeah. That's how I do my redfish. Pretty much every time.
Trout, snapper, everything, man.
Really?
Mahi, all of it. I cook it all skin side down on the grill.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I didn't get to looking like this by not knowing how to cook, man. Cool. Ready?
Cool. Yeah, man.
Let's do this.
Oh, it looks good.
Oh yeah.
And you can see by keeping the skin on there, this meat just comes right off that skin. Super clean. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for this episode of Field Trips. Sheephead on the half shell. I didn't catch them, I didn't cook them, but I'm about to enjoy them. Key ingredient.
Now I'm playing stuff.
So white and flaky, man. It's a good piece of meat. That's what sheep said. No? No? That's what sheep said? Come on, give me that one. That was horrible.
Was really good. That was so good.
That's what sheep said.
That was a solid 10 on a dad joke.
Dad joke. That was horrible. I want to know, comment below, that's what sheep said, yay or nay. I know you're all going to say yay. That was incredible. That was the highlight of my night and the meal. Oh, I thought you were letting one rip. The old sidling.
Good grief.
All right, guys, well, that's gonna mark the end of my time here in Florida. That's one state down, 48 more to go. Today I'll be heading up to Georgia, just south of Atlanta, to meet up with a couple buddies, Shane Williams and Everett Park. We're gonna be chasing shoal bass in some shallow, rocky, rapid-filled rivers. It's gonna be a good time. I'll catch you on the next episode.